So you've just done a photo shoot. What was it for?
I have just done a photo shoot and it is for my new project, which is going to be called Erika.
Tell me a bit more about Erika.
As a lot of people know, Erika is my real name, and I just feel that I've kind of come into my own. I feel like I've come into my own for a little while, so I just feel like the name change was kind of the right thing to do, and yeah, it's just me, really.
Yeah. So why the change?
I suppose Imma was a band. When I first started Imma was a band about 4 years ago, and you know, as musicians came and left, and I was the only constant, and in the end Imma turned into a solo project. But a lot of people who've been with me from the beginning still think that Imma is a band, but then there's a huge amount, you know, from the Mika followers and the MFC that they all know me as Imma the person. So it just gets a little bit confusing sometimes, and for me it just felt like the right thing to do. I mean, Imma is still a huge part of me, and you know, it'll always be me as well. So if someone in the street turned around to me and said Imma, I would probably turn around and go, yeah. But it just felt right to be calling something that I create by my own name, and as an artist just being myself rather than, you know, trying to be something else.
Yeah. So does the progression to Erika feel really natural?
Yes, it feels really natural. It's really scary, but you know, when someone mentioned it to me, and when I was, you know, thinking about it, there was something about it that seems really right about it, and it's funny because the more and more people I tell about it, they're like, oh, about bloody time. So yeah, no, for me it feels like the natural progression, absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, are you changing the direction of the music at all?
Yeah, I am actually. I mean, I've always listened to pop music, and I got into rock a lot later, and rock is the music that I really love performing. Yet when I write very, very kind of poppy lyrics and poppy melodies. So the music is definitely kind of going in a more poppy direction.
Yeah.
But on the live element it will still have that kind of edgy feel to it. And it's still got my kind of kooky, quirky feel to it as well.
Yeah. So will you still play the Imma songs as well?
Yeah, no, I will. Definitely will. You know, I love my Imma songs, and I'm very proud of them, and I'm sure the people that love Imma I hope they'll like the new stuff as well. And you know, I think people will still want to hear them because they're good sing-along songs. So
yeah.
Yes, I will play them at gigs.
So how will the gigs change?
Because there's a lot more kind of programming in the new stuff, I'm probably going to invite a keyboard player along to the live element of the gigs. And yeah, I mean, I haven't done any rehearsals yet or anything, so it's kind of, you know, I'm kind of guessing at what I'm going to be doing. But it's either going to be, you know, a band with a track as well, like not a backing track, but, you know, just like some extra sounds and stuff.
Yeah. And
probably have a keyboard as well, because there's a huge keyboard element to the new music.
Yeah.
And I don't want to play the keyboard all the time. One, because I'm pretty rubbish, and two, because I want to be connecting and running around on stage.
Yeah. So is this the end of Imma?
No, it's not the end of Imma. When I work with Mika, I'll be Imma, and when I work with Sensor or any other bands, you know, I think in a session environment, I will be known as Imma, and that will, yeah, I think that's kind of, I like that name. I like that as a separate artist name, you know, as a touring artist with other artists. I think that's what I'd like to be known as, Imma, and so Imma's not dead, no.
Yeah, so when will everything change?
Hopefully, if all goes to plan, September.
Yeah. But
it's, you know, there's a lot of what ifs. So I'm aiming for September, but hopefully, definitely by the end of this year.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.